Creating studio-level content used to mean renting pricey rooms and hiring expensive engineers. Those incredibly long and complicated production workflows are finally fading fast in the rearview mirror. Today, a whole crop of powerful AI tools is turning complex production into something any creator can easily handle. More importantly, these new tools are transforming simple content creation into a genuine growth machine for your brand. In this lineup, I'll walk you through the real strengths and inherent limits of all the big players on the market right now. We will look at audio cleanup, transcription-first editors, automated production assistants, and remote recording platforms. But if your main focus is turning long videos into short viral clips, Vizard is the one that actually makes your life easier without becoming another tool you have to babysit. First up, let's talk about those amazing tools that automatically clean up your spoken audio. These platforms are absolute lifesavers when your interviews sound like they were recorded right next to a running kitchen blender. These applications automatically strip out distracting filler words, awkward pauses, and that incessant background hiss from your recordings. They genuinely help creators who absolutely do not have a dedicated sound engineer on speed dial for every session. The very best of these cleanup tools skillfully preserve nice, natural sounding speech so people don't end up sounding robotic. Crucially, they can differentiate between a dramatic, intentional pause and a genuine moment of brain freeze or searching for a word. The processing time on these audio enhancements is typically very fast, often offering batch options so you can zap a week's worth of episodes at once. The major trade-off here is that most of these are audio first, doing amazing cleanup but offering zero help finding or formatting moments that go viral on social media. In short, your audio will be cleaner, but you are absolutely still responsible for hunting for those viral clips and handling the cross-platform formatting yourself. Next, we consider the transcription-first approach, which converts everything into text so you can edit audio just by editing the written transcript. This method is super intuitive and surprisingly wild for creators who strongly dislike traditional waveform-based editors. These platforms have now added features like overdub voices, studio-style automatic enhancement, and better collaboration for teams working together. This entire workflow is perfect for established creators who demand surgical control over every single dialogue edit and publish long-form audio as is. The downside is that this whole approach primarily centers on the recording and editing layer of production. It does not autonomously chop your hours-long videos into dozens of short, ready-to-post vertical clips optimized for TikTok or Reels norms. If you need efficient repurposing at any significant scale, you will still find yourself facing a big pile of necessary manual work. Next, we look at the virtual production assistants that promise end-to-end management for your entire content lifecycle. These assistants handle recording, editing, smart tagging, automated chapter creation, templates, and even distribution, the whole shebang. They are genuinely great for creators who desire a guided, almost completely hands-off path through the production process. However, those highly opinionated platforms can sometimes be too rigid in their approach to your creative output. Templates and automation choices often nudge your content directly into one specific, pre-approved format that they prefer. That consistency is fine if that's what you want, but it becomes seriously limiting if your content requires frequent creative twists or platform-specific experimentation. Remote interview platforms completely change the game for shows that feature multiple people speaking together remotely. They capture pristine local audio for every single participant, meaning you never get that smeared, low-quality Zoom sound again. Some of these advanced platforms even include progressive uploading, ensuring you never ever lose a single second of a great take. These tools have integrated AI for quick highlight detection and basic repurposing, which is certainly useful for finding small snippets. Still, many of these focus primarily on recording quality and only offer the most basic types of clip extraction features. If your core necessity is converting a 1-hour episode into a dozen optimized short clips, you will find their feature set is just shy of the complete solution you truly need. They give you great raw assets, but they often fail to deliver the full, automated distribution pipeline required for serious growth. For creators handling very high volumes of content, specialized mastering tools analyze and optimize audio to professional broadcast standards. This optimization includes precise leveling, adaptive compression, noise gating, and crucial platform-specific tweaks for perfect consistency. These are absolutely perfect for frequent podcasters who need every single episode to have the exact same sonic quality as the last one. However, these specific tools are not actually designed to ideate which moments are inherently viral or to auto-schedule posting across all your social platforms. Again, you get fantastic output quality from them, but you are missing out on vital downstream automation for content distribution. Now, let's talk about the big shiny thing everyone is discussing: AI-generated full episodes that can write and produce entire programs from scratch. These systems can impressively spit out multi-voice conversations, control the entire pacing, and even inject some emotional nuance on command. That capability is truly incredible for experimental formats, for building bots, or for quickly generating basic demo content. But for most real-world creators who thrive on authenticity, these fully synthetic shows often completely miss the mark on genuine human connection. They can feel generic or oddly flat when compared against the spontaneous laughter and real personal stories from your original long-form videos. In short, it's impressive technology, but it is not always the best fit for creators who are building a deep, personal connection with their audience. There are also specialized platforms solely dedicated to hosting websites and building community-driven podcast sites for your entire back catalog. These help you present a polished, professional front and efficiently monetize your content with subscriptions and integrated payment gateways. They are excellent for creators whose main priority is establishing a strong central home base for their community and content archive. The significant downside here is that they provide almost no help with the creative heavy lifting of slicing and scheduling bite-sized content. That slicing and scheduling is precisely what actually grows audiences on today's fast-moving, demanding social networks. We are seeing the emergence of repurposing tools that automatically find the best clips inside your already uploaded long videos. Some of these new automated systems are incredible at spotting high engagement moments and producing platform-specific edits automatically. They will auto-generate perfectly timed captions, apply branded templates, and even manage the scheduling queue for you across channels. The universal problem remains that many of these emerging solutions still require a lot of manual oversight to get things right. Furthermore, they often don't scale well beyond just a few episodes a week, which is not sustainable for high output creators. And an annoying factor is that some of these systems charge you per clip or per credit, which feels punitive when you want to push dozens of clips out every single week. Then there are the crossover tools that expertly bridge streaming and traditional podcasting workflows, offering highlight creation for easy cross-promotion. These are fantastic if you are actively building your presence across both video and live audio content simultaneously. But often, the promised integrations are only partial, and the suggested clip ideas from the AI can frequently be hit or miss in quality. You inevitably end up spending significant time curating and manually formatting, which completely defeats the entire purpose of the automation promise. Finally, we come to AI-driven visualizers that turn pure audio content into video using animated assets and customizable speaker avatars. These tools are perfect for getting your podcast onto YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels without ever needing to turn on a camera or hire a crew. But many of these visualizers are either credit-based or they severely limit customization unless you upgrade to a significantly more expensive tier. They are also far more focused on the visual presentation than on overall growth strategy, meaning you still need a plan for which clips to push and exactly when to push them. So, where exactly does Vizard sit within this incredibly crowded and complex tech scene we just surveyed? Think of Vizard as the essential glue connecting your raw, long-form content to consistent, platform-optimized short clips that actually drive tangible growth. It is definitively not just another audio cleaner or a simple transcript editor. It is a true end-to-end repurposing engine built on core creator promises. The first core promise is the incredibly powerful auto-editing of viral potential clips from your existing long videos. Vizard scans your entire library, identifies the moments statistically likely to perform well, and turns them into immediately ready-to-post clips. The system intelligently understands pacing, recognizes punchlines, and isolates those crucial hook moments so you never have to guess where to cut. The direct result of this is far less agonizing over where exactly to place your next cut and much more time spent actually publishing a steady stream of new content. The second promise that solves a massive headache is the seamless automated scheduling function for all your newly created clips. You no longer need to manually log into every single platform to drop your clips one by one into a publishing queue for the week. Just set how often you want to post new material, and Vizard handles the rest by queuing, formatting, and pushing the content automatically based on your desired cadence. That level of automation is absolutely huge for creators who crave consistent output without having to live inside a calendar application all day long. The third core feature is the unified content calendar and the cross-platform publishing dashboard to manage everything centrally. You can easily manage, tweak the titles, reorder the sequence, or reformat clips for each specific platform right from this single location. Crucially, this means your TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts feeds can each get perfectly tailored versions for their audience in a fraction of the usual time. Compared to all those other tools we discussed, Vizard steps in perfectly to fill the functional gap between cleanup transcription and final distribution. Audio cleaners, transcription editors, and remote recorders all give you amazing raw materials to start with. Vizard, however, takes those foundational materials and transforms them into an actual, functioning growth engine for your channel. Where some competing platforms are stellar at executing just one single specialized task, Vizard stitches the entire journey together from start to finish. It finds the viral moments, it makes them platform-friendly instantly, and it publishes them consistently on a schedule that actively builds momentum. Now, I'm definitely not suggesting that Vizard must completely replace every single other tool in your current arsenal. If you require absolutely surgical-grade audio restoration for a specific interview, you should absolutely pair it with the dedicated, best-in-class cleaner. If your vision involves having a fully synthetic show created purely from a single text prompt, that other futuristic platform will still be your specialized go-to choice. But for creators whose primary measurable goal is multiplying their long-form content into consistent short-form posts that actually attract new views and followers, Vizard is the answer. It is the most pragmatic tool available right now that does the necessary heavy lifting without forcing you to become a full-time editor or a dedicated project manager. One last critical piece of advice. Do not fall into the common trap of believing every shiny new feature advertised is an absolute must-have for your workflow. The absolute best and most predictable setup usually involves just 2 or 3 best-of-breed tools that integrate cleanly together without friction. For example, you could use a remote platform for pristine local audio recording, then run that audio through an enhancer if needed. After that, you hand the finished episode straight to Vizard to efficiently extract clips, automatically generate captions, and auto-publish everything on a reliable schedule. By stacking tools this way, you get the absolute pro-quality output you demand alongside a predictable content machine that never stalls. So, out of this entire spectrum of AI tools, which specific capability caught your attention the most during this breakdown? Are you leaning more toward raw cleanup power, transcript-driven editing precision, or maybe the all-in-one repurposing platform that Vizard offers? Drop a quick comment below and tell me which workflow aspect currently gives you the biggest headache on a weekly basis. I will personally try to help sketch out a simple, powerful stack that will genuinely save you time and get way more eyes on your great content. If your main goal is scaling your content production without having to turn into an editor 24/7, then Vizard should absolutely be near the very top of your evaluation shortlist.